What's going on, traders? This is Jack with the Trading Tribe, and today I wanted to show a ThinkorSwim hack to automating your entries or automating your exits. In my case today, I'm going to go through a current trade I'm on my live account on the natural gas futures market, where I want to actually exit my trade when it crosses under this 21 period moving average exponential. And you'll notice my stop loss does look a little bit weird. It's kind of following the current candle on this 1 minute. And if I hover over it, right, we can actually see the conditions. So I'm going to hover over it and then right click it and replace this order. When we actually put in a stop loss in ThinkorSwim, we can put in a standard stop and just send it through, which would all just be changing this market to stop, putting in the correct price, and then clicking confirm. If you ever want to customize that though, and you want to have it be based on a moving average or based on a condition, we can come into this little gear icon in ThinkorSwim. And this is really where we can set up the conditions. So in this case, I am selling this contract with a market order if I come down below, right, if this front month of natural gas gets below a study, which is essentially an indicator in ThinkorSwim. If I come into this gear icon, here's where it's basically getting me out. It's getting me out if we cross, if this asking price of gas gets less than or equal to the moving average exponential, which is a 21 period in my case. So wanted to show kind of how you can do that. Obviously, there's a couple different ways you can do it in the system, but in here, you basically would just come into how you want to sell it or how you want to buy it. In this case, we are basing it off of the moving average. So if I come in to edit here, this is really where I put in that condition. You can essentially just click this add condition button. You can basically say when the closing price or the last price, based on how you want to do it, right, gets below, less than or equal to, we can go down to the study, right? We can find the exponential moving average, and then we can make it a 21 period, 9 period, depending on what you're actually using to get you out. I've already done this, so I'm going to cancel out here. But what you should see is your ticker symbol, how you're actually doing the exit. So I'm doing it based on an indicator. So I see study here, and that would trigger this stop loss. And so all you would do is click save. I've already done this, so I'm going to click cancel. And then you would essentially confirm and send it. And you're not going to see too much here that's different than a stop loss, but you will notice that it's a market order instead of a stop order. So that is the one kind of difference. And then everything else is really going to be hidden with this configured button that we just used. I'm going to delete any changes because I've already done this on my order. But if you hover over that stop loss, it should look a little funny. It's going to be basically moving with the current candle. If you think about it, what ThinkorSwim's basically doing is it's reevaluating that condition every minute in my case. And so it's essentially just following the bar. But if we hover over the order, you should see kind of what it's doing. So you'll see it's going to basically get me out if this is less than or equal to the moving average exponential, which is a 21 period, and if that is true, which is exactly what we set it up to do. You can actually do what we just did on the entry side as well. So if you ever want to get in when something holds VWAP or crosses a moving average, you can automate that in ThinkorSwim as well. And that's really what the process would look like to do that. A real example of me doing it in a current trade. So hopefully this helps. And that way you don't have to keep modifying and maybe opening up this ladder and moving your stop loss, right? You can actually automate that full process. And in this case, it's nice because this could continue up, right? We don't know when the momentum's going to slow. But that's how essentially the functionality would work. And this is a good example, right? You can see it actually just covered me out of the trade, and I am back to flat on natural gas. If I do show trades, hopefully we can see that exit. So you can see it did get us out. In fact, when we did cross under that 21 period exponential moving average. So without me having to do anything, right, it essentially tracked price. And when price did that cross, it was able to get me out. Hopefully this helps you automate your entries and exits. If they are based on indicators, this is a great way to do it in ThinkorSwim. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below. And feel free to like and subscribe to the channel for a lot more content like this. ThinkorSwim tips and tricks have been on the channel for years now, so if you want to see other videos, right, those are all posted, and I've placed them in a playlist as well for kind of ease of access. Thanks, everyone.